Hello everybody, RebelDustyPinky here. Today we're going to be talking about Vigor, a third-person hardcore encounter if you die, you lose it all type of game that is available on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. This game is extremely intense, and like I said, if you die in the combat zone, you lose all of your stuff, so it can be a little unfriendly for newer players as you're getting your bearings. So I put together 10 tips to help you get started in Vigor, and hopefully these will help ease your way into it and help you fall in love with this game. It is an awesome game, highly recommended. Let's get on with the tips. Tip number 1, hit the firing range. When you get yourself some weapons, hit the firing range and start shooting the scarecrows. The scarecrows will actually imitate real players. So the amount of shots it takes to kill a scarecrow and make it shatter all over the ground, that is how many shots it will take to kill an actual player. One shot to the head will normally do the trick with most weapons. It'll take around 2 to 5 body shots depending on what kind of weapon you are using. You have unlimited ammo in the firing range, so it gives you a great opportunity to just shoot around and get used to the mechanics of the game, the movement, the bullet play, the gun play, all of it. So definitely jump in the firing range before you head into an encounter. Tip number 2, save your crowns. Crowns are the premium currency that you get in Vigor. You can buy them with a credit card, or you can earn them for clearing levels in the battle pass and also completing various challenges that will be given to you throughout the game. I recommend using the currency to buy the premium version of a battle pass if it is active. The premium version of the battle pass will give you a lot of extra bonuses that are totally worth investing into, and you will also get more crowns. You'll actually get your crowns back from upgrading your battle pass. This is highly recommended. Don't boost your lobbies with your starter crowns. It does look appealing and really awesome to boost your lobby so that more loot will spawn in the encounter, but use it on the battle pass. You will thank me later. Tip number 3 is bring common weapons and materials into your first couple encounters until you get a hang of the game. Bring common stuff that is easy to make, easy to find, because the game will give you a bunch of legendary and epic drops right away through just getting started, but you don't want to lose that stuff right away. So definitely just bring some common gear like a Thompson or a pistol, and just get used to the game, get used to fighting other people, get used to scavenging, and just get used to the game before you bring your good stuff and lose it, and then you will be very upset when you don't have it later and you know what you're doing. Tip number 4, start building and upgrading your base as soon as you are able. As soon as you get materials to start building up your base, start doing it, because these will provide benefits that will help you so much in the long run. So anytime you get materials to start up a build, start building it, because it will take time, and as you upgrade things, it will take longer and longer upgrade times. So some of them will even go up to a couple of days, some of them will be a couple hours. So start building so you don't have to wait around in the future. Get it. Tip number 5, use your angles. This is a third-person shooter that relies heavily on staying alive. You can use stealth to your advantage. Use your camera angles. Keep yourself in cover or hidden, but be able to look around and find your enemies, find loot, and then when you are ready to make your move, you will have the advantage, because you will know the battlefield, you will know where your opponent is, and they won't know where you are. So you'll be able to get yourself in the perfect position to take them down, take their loot, and get on out of there. Tip number 6, don't die. I know that sounds silly and obvious, but if you don't die in this game, then technically you're not losing. If you don't die, you get to keep your stuff. You make it out of the encounter, you take anything that you find with you, including what you brought with you. So, as long as you are staying alive, then you are technically winning this game. So, you don't have to jump into the combat. You can jump into the combat. You can kill people and take their stuff. But you don't have to. You can stay in the shadows. You can go on the outskirts of the map, and you can find loot, and then you can head to an exit anytime you want. As long as you're getting loot out, then I would say it's a successful run. Tip number 7, listen closely. Sounds in this game are fantastic. They're spot on. You can use them in so many different ways to your advantage. If you have a decent headset, you will be able to find out where people are very easily by footsteps, by gunshots, by car alarms. There's so many different ways to find out where people are just by listening really closely. The footsteps in this game are loud, and they also are very easy to figure out what they are stepping on, whether it be grass or hardwood floors or paper or hay. You can figure out where somebody is just by listening really closely. And that can also be a weapon used against you. Make sure you are aware of the sounds you are making yourself. Tip number 8, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. The knives in this game are subpar. We are not playing Call of Duty where you smack them once and they die. The knives honestly can't even kill the scarecrows. But I will tell you a story with the knives. This was very early on. I don't have the footage for this, but I did get stabbed in the ass by a knife 3 times, and it did not even take me down past half health. It was an uncommon knife. He was the only one in the lobby with a knife, and he smacked me in my ass 3 times. Shame on me for letting him sneak up on me like that, but this is what happened, and this is how I learned that knives are awful in this game. Number 9. Anything with a scope is usually top tier loot. You can do some serious damage with a scope because you only need to put 1 shot in the head. Anything that has a scope and gives you a precise firing position, it's awesome. It can make or break the battlefield. But snipers have one fatal flaw. There is a lens glint in this game that is very easy to see. So if you are aiming, just hard scoping down your sights, you're going to be seen. And somebody's going to come after you. And ba-bang, ba-bang. You dead. Tip number 10. When the radiation starts coming at the end of the encounter, start heading to an extraction point ASAP. I can't tell you how many times I've died and how many times I've seen other people die because they let the loot lust take them over and they didn't head to an extraction thinking that they could make it, and the radiation took them out. Don't become a casualty to the radiation. Just get out with what you have. Don't be greedy. I hope you have found these tips very useful, and I hope you find great success out there, Outlander, in various encounters. If you ever have any questions, you can always hit me up in the comments or on Discord. I'm happy to help. I love seeing people succeed in gaming. I just love it. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you so much to the Patreons for supporting and funding these videos. They are the ones that sponsor this and every other video. Thank you so much for being a Patreon. If you are interested in becoming a Patreon and seeing your name on the end of every single one of our YouTube videos, go to patreon.com/RebelDustyPinky and check out the benefits. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one.